Hello and welcome to the Everyday Monet. My name is Tiffany and this is Tuesday evening. We're going to wait till 7 o'clock. So we've got about 10 minutes. I'm a little early. Get me so that I'm not so sideways. We're going to wait a few minutes, see if anybody wants to join us tonight. Usually I'm at 7:30 on Tuesday evenings, but tonight I needed to go a little bit earlier for several reasons. But anyway, we're going to be doing Van Gogh's Starry Night tonight. It's not going to be a fine painting. The little blue bird. Okay. It's not going to be a fine gallery painting. It's going to be a fun take on Van Gogh's Starry Night. Now, if you know Starry Night, you know that it's the wind and it's Van Gogh's view from his psychiatric hospital window. This is what he saw in his interpretation of the wind and the stars. The little village down below is what he saw from his hospital room window. Anyway, so tonight we're going to take that on. Okay, it's not going to be a difficult painting by any means, and if you're a perfectionist, it'll be fun. Now, Van Gogh's painting is in blues. We don't have to do blues. If you want to do it in pinks and purples, you can. Tonight I am going to go ahead and do it in blues, but that doesn't mean you have to. You do it in whatever color you want to do it, okay? In the meantime, let me go ahead and tell you a few things that are going to be going on. I lost my paper. Oh, here it is. All right, let's see. My black light art kits just came out this last Friday. Very excited about them. They have been doing rather well. Lots of interest in them, and I'm going to give you just a quick peek. I don't know how well they'll show up because I do have the lights on, but let me grab one of the black lights here. I've got some little ones to give away in a raffle or a contest. So I don't know if you can see. No, let me try this. This should probably be better. No, that's not working good in the light either. Anyway, these glow beautifully. This works well. I have black light bulbs in here, but of course I took them out today so that I could do my live tonight. And if you just go back, you can see the video on that. It was on Friday evening. Thursday or Friday. I think it was Friday. Anyway, I do have 5 art kits, different designs that are going out in the black light colors. They also have some glow-in-the-dark properties as well, so you can try that if you don't have the black lights. But 2 lucky kiddos will be winning these. Their parents will be winning them for them, helping me boost this page. All right, also I have some of the black light pins that will be going out in some kits as well. Here they are. They have a black light in the end of them. When you write, you can flash that light on them and they'll show up. It's kind of cool. Kids are really having a good time with it. So let's see what else we have. Next, it's April 1st, is going to be the Wichita Falls Art Walk. So if you're in town or you're local or somewhere near, stop by the Art Walk. There'll be lots of us down there. I'm going to be down there with some of my door hangers, some of my porch leaners, as well as some sign-ups to do your own personal paint party. So I'm hoping you're going to join us down there. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's live music, there's bands, lots of food trucks that are going to be down there as well. I know there's some great food down there, some fabulous galleries, lots of very talented people down there. So you ought to come by, see what it's all about. I'll be located inside the Farmers Market Pavilion. I'll be back in there. Hey, Chris. So if you're in town, stop by for that. That will be April 1st. It starts at 6. And like I said, I'll be down in the Farmers Market for the Art Walk. Lots of food trucks, lots of live bands through downtown Wichita Falls. Many of the galleries are going to be open late that night so that you can see, what they've got going on inside. They're normally closed in the evenings, but It's going to be the first Thursday of every month from March all the way to, I believe it's September. So come on out, check it out, see what it's about. And we also have a Mother's Day special coming up, so stay tuned, watch out for that. It'll be a fun day for the kids to go in, create something for mom. We'll have 4 or 5 projects to choose from on that. We're narrowing down our prospects right now, so keep an eye on that. We also have, this coming Thursday, we are going to be painting a portrait called Love in Bloom. Let me show you that. This is the Love in Bloom. We will be painting this one or your version of this one this Thursday at 7:30. If you want the supply list, it's really easy. You can pick it up at Walmart, you can pick it up at Hobby Lobby or Michael's, wherever you get your craft supplies, and you may even have it at home. It's really easy. Just leave in the comments below, just put list or supply list, and I'll send you the link back so that you can download it and get it. Probably don't have time from Amazon now. You could. And this is a 16 by 20 canvas. You don't have to paint on canvas. You don't have to paint this big. I painted on the back of a chair, this portrait, in some different colors. The flowers are very whimsical. You don't have to paint these kind of flowers. There's all kinds you can do, just, you know, your choice. But anyway, Thursday night at 7:30, we'll be doing this one, Love in Bloom. Hope you'll join us. If you're catching this on the replay, let me know, and I will send you the link there as well. Let's see, what time is it now? We have a few more minutes before we get started. So I'm going to go ahead, let me put this back over here with my black lights. I'm going to go ahead and start getting everything ready. You will need your paint, obviously. I have a navy blue and that's a true blue, ultra deep blue, excuse me. I'm going to have a little bit of the Deco Art Americana white. And I'm using just really inexpensive paints, inexpensive brushes, because this is fun art, not fine art. Yes, I'm excited too. How many people do you have coming so far, Chris? Or how many have you invited? Let's see, we're also going to be using Black Forest Green. So I'll go ahead and set that up here. We will be using a cadmium yellow as well. And let's see, what brown is this? This one is burnt umber as well. I'm going to close that up so I can shake it, get all those mixed up. All right, so tonight we will be doing Van Gogh's Starry Night. It will be his view of the village down below. Have 3 so far, but working on more. Awesome, good, good, good. And this Starry Night is what Van Gogh saw out of his psychiatric hospital window. Obviously, he can't see the wind like that, but that's his portrayal, and he's not here to tell us any different, so we're just going to go with it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We're a few minutes early, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead. I've got my canvas turned sideways, so it'll be this way. I went ahead and just pencil sketched the cypress trees on there. You don't have to sketch it ahead of time. I just was trying to get some placement so that this would be a shorter tutorial than 2 or 3 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and put the camera down, and we're going to get started. Let's see. Let me turn my light back on over here. There we go. All right. So I've got just a 2-inch chip brush. It's just a cheapie. I got these. They were like 3 of them for $1 at dollar store. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Black Forest Green. And actually, before I use my chip brush, let me go ahead and go in here with my Black Forest Green. And I'm just going to outline roughly. It's not, you know, this is not what I'm married to. It's just a quick sketch for placement. Now, if you've ever done Starry Night before, you know that it's very whimsical. It's not a realistic picture. It's just a lot of dots and dashes. But it is a very fun painting. And it's one of the most recognized paintings in the world. Not just the U.S., but in the world. Okay. So let me go ahead and put a little water in here. Okay, so let's see. Now I'm going to go ahead with my blue and my white, and I'm going to mix it a little bit right here. I don't want it too dark, but I don't want it too light either. So, all right. So I'm just going to start over here. Let me scoot this back a little bit. Now, those of you who are catching it on the replay later on, go ahead and let me know if you have ever painted Starry Night before. It's a very intimidating painting to stand back and look at it, but when you break it down into little chunks, it's not difficult at all. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get my big swirl right there, just so I know where it's at. Okay. And it doesn't need to be, you know, even anywhere, because you're going to go back over it. You're going to fill it in. This just is a big time saver to get some paint on there first. Otherwise, you would be dotting and dashing for days. And this was, I usually gesso my boards or put a white over it just to help accept the paint a little bit easier. This is just a naked canvas because we were going to be doing so many layers on it. So I did not gesso or put in a filler on there. Now we came on a little bit earlier. We're usually 7:30. But that's okay. I want to do something a little bit earlier. I've got a little project with one of my minions that I need to take care of tonight. So I thought we'd start a little bit early. All right. There we go. Down through here. Like I said, this is not anything we're married to. We're just getting a little bit of paint on there first. See, I'm not worried about that green right there on the cypress tree because I can come back to it. Here we go. All right, now while that's sitting on there, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get my green. I'm not cleaning my brush off. Just going to get a little bit on there. Let me go ahead and add a lighter green as well. Just for some S&Gs. I'm just going to put... Oops. Ooh, we got a little happy with that. That's okay. Just getting this back layer on. It's not super important. that it's any particular color at this point. We will be adding lots of layers on here. And again, Thursday night at 7:30, we will be painting Love in Bloom. So if you want that tracer and the supply list, in the comments put supply list and I will make sure that gets to you. And all the supplies can be picked up anywhere, Walmart, Lowe's, or not, well, yeah, you can get it all at Lowe's as well. Target has most of them, if not all of them. Hobby Lobby, Michael's, anywhere where you find craft supplies. This is a simple list, and it will be for this painting right here. Is going to be Thursday evening. So if you want that information, just put your, excuse me, there we go. Put supply list down in the comments and I will get that to you. All right, so we have this first layer on. I'm going to go ahead and put just a few specks of brown. I thought it was, oh, there it is. Just for, let's see, there we go, some over there. Now, I don't recommend doing this, but, you know, live on the edge. All right, hi Donna, how are you? And Coda, glad to see everybody here. Now, it's no longer showing comments. I'm not sure. I was able to see them earlier, but now I can't. So, I'm not ignoring you. I just can't see any comments. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get this on. Then we're going to start back up at the top a little bit. I just want to give this a little time to set. And again, we're not worried yet about how it looks. We want to go ahead and get it just set in there so that it'll dry a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to set that aside. And I'm going to grab my 1-inch brush here. It's kind of flat. And I'm going to go back up here and get my S. I'm going to turn it back this way. And I'm just going to draw it in here. It's not anything, there's no science behind it. There we go. And then right over here, do the same thing. Okay. There we go. So we've got that. Let's go ahead and get placement for the moons. All right, so this is a cadmium yellow from Deco Art Americana. And if you would like information on Deco Art paints, if you will just put down there in the comments or shoot me a message that says Deco Art, and I will get back with you on those products. They are my favorite product. They're only paints I buy anymore. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. And because this is still kind of dry up here, I'm just going to be very light-handed. Or, I'm sorry, still wet up here. I'm going to be very light-handed and just get some paint on here. Let this set. Okay. And then there's one right here. Let me turn it back around because I'm trying to look at the picture of it and draw them at the same time, and I'm not real great at that. I need to be able to see them. All right, so there's one right here. like to analyze paintings and try to figure out what they were thinking by their paintings. But truth is, I'm not that good at interpretation of paintings. Okay, there's another one right here. One here. Let me make that one a little bit better. And again, this is just getting placement on there so we know exactly where we want them. And then one more here. Let's see. And I think that's it for now. We're going to let that sit on there. All right, let's go ahead and fill in over here on our cypress tree. And I'm going to get some more. Let's see, where did it go? I keep setting my paints down. Oh, there it is. So this is a basil, and this one is black forest green. If you paint this, make sure you come back and tag me. I'd like to see how it comes out. I'm sure it'll be awesome. And again, you don't have to use the same colors that Van Gogh uses, the colors that I use, or the same colors the guy at the grocery store uses. This is your painting. I want to add a little bit of brown to that so it's a little bit darker. Actually, I'm going to put a little bit of black in there. You do it the way you want to do it. My absolute favorite remake of this was in silver and grays. It was gorgeous. I may try that one day. I've also seen it done amazingly in pinks and purples. Now if you notice on my brush, I'm not worried about if it's all evenly colored because I want a little bit of variation in the tree. So if there's streaks, that's great. There you go. Like I said, I can't see any comments right now. I was able to see them for a few minutes earlier, but most of the day I have not. So I am not ignoring you. Okay. If you'd like the supply list and the tracer, please put in the comments supplies, and I will make sure that that information finds its way to you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get this in down here. You always want to make sure that the edges of your paintings are taken care of, however you choose to treat them, just so that they give it a finished look. Okay, let's see. All right, and now I've got to get this little spot right in here that's part of the background. All right, get up here at the top. So take a guess in the comments below. What do you think is, and don't cheat, what do you think is the most recognizable painting in the world? And then what do you think is the most recognized by children? All right. Now I want to get just a little bit of this green over here. And give myself, I'm going to put just a little bit of yellow in here. Little down through here. And it doesn't have to be a stark yellow. You can hook it up in there and get it nice and blended. All right. There you go, right there. Okay, so we're gonna let that sit right now. We're gonna go back up here and we're gonna get some more yellow on that moon. Okay. But first, let's go ahead. Lost my picture there. All right, let's go ahead. Get your white. Let that yellow dry a few more minutes. Go ahead and get your white up here, and you're going to load your brush pretty good, but you want your end of the brush to be kind of chiseled. And you're just going to kind of start dibbing and dabbing down through here. Just pouncing straight up and down. You don't want, too many strokes seen. You want to be able to see just the little chiseled edge. And it's not straight, so don't, worry too much about it. And I want to bring this up just a little bit more. And again, I'm taking my brush up against the side here to kind of flatten it out. And then it goes on across over here. And then back down. They're using those dots to make the motion. All right, now I'm going to change brushes for just a second. I'm going to look for a thinner brush. There we go. And I'm going to put just a little bit of yellow. Okay, and I pretty much washed it off. Wiped it off, but I do need some on the brush, so I'll go ahead and load it pretty good, but then wipe it real good. All right. Because in Starry Night, it's got the glow from the moon on a lot of this wind. Again, we're not worrying about perfection, okay? If you are local and you've just popped on, I want to let you know April 1st is the art walk, and I will be there in the Farmers Market Pavilion. If you'd like to come out and say hi, I'd love to meet you. So come on out. There'll be lots of food trucks. Oh, there's going to be so much fun stuff out there. Lots of things for kids to do. There'll be live music. There's a listing, I believe you can find online, of who all is going to be out there. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not really sure who it will be, but I'm sure it'll be somebody awesome. Okay, heck, it's not me singing, so it's got to be good. And here we go. All right, going back over here, I'm going to flip this around so that I can get to this side easier. Hope y'all don't mind. Let's see, move this out of the way. Oh, I see Coda. Hey, Coda Bean. How are you, sweet pea? All right, so we're going to go ahead and start on this right through here, the wind. So it kind of comes around like this, okay? Just kind of go, and again, you're just pouncing to start with. I'm going to keep it with the white to start. Okay, and then continue it over here. Get some more white. And it's okay if some of that yellow comes on there because there is some yellow in it. So we're not going to panic about that. We're not worried about it at all. All right, then we're going to go back the other direction with this one. And just follow that around. Oh, need some more white. Now the movement in this painting is phenomenal. If you just look at it, you're not really noticing what it is. And for years, I just assumed it was water. Didn't really pay that much attention to it. And once we broke it down in art class, it completely overwhelmed me, to be quite honest. It was pretty interesting. All right, so we're going to go back through here with some more. And we're going to pick up just a little bit of the true blue here. Not a lot, just the corner of it, just enough to make a little light blue soup there. Same brush, not cleaning it off. And we're going to just add some of that in here as well. Get some more of it. And just keep picking it up and taking it back. Okay, grab a little bit more white, and you know, it doesn't have to be an exact color. You just know that there's some blues, a little bit of yellows. Flatten that out a little bit. There we go. Okay. All right, so we need this to be a little bit more defined. So we're going to add some more white right in here so that it's kind of almost a paisley shape, I guess. Okay. And let's get this just a little bit bolder up here. A bit more white. There we go. Awesome. Okay, we're going to let that dry a minute so we don't make it muddy. And we're going to go right down over here and do the same thing, but let me flatten my brush out again on the side. This is fun art. It's not going to be perfect, but you do want to, you know, do your hand at getting Van Gogh's viewpoint. All right, now I'm going to go in some of the navy and just get some of that in there. More down through here. And then right in through here, we're going to put some more. It's like a little shadow down through here, so we're going to go in full steam ahead and get that. And it kind of comes down right through here. There we go. Now, let's go. Now we can go ahead and try some with that yellow. Let me scoop this over here. All right, so this, like I said, is the cadmium yellow. So we're going to play with it a little bit, get some more on here. Now, these stars, and this right here is the moon, but they play a pivotal role in this painting, so you don't want to neglect them. I want to make sure that they stand out like they should. Okay, so you really want to give them the attention they deserve. Make sure that they're all nice and bright. All right, down here. All right, now I need some more white on this plate to help out with this. So here we go. And we're going to up here. Let's see. Here we go. I want to get a little bit of yellow over here, a little bit of the white. Trying to get it mixed in there together. A little bit more white, so it's a little lighter. Okay, now I'm going to flatten that brush back out, and because it's going to be so much lighter, we're going to just start kind of dabbing it a little bit. But we're going to bring it on out here, get just a little bit of color behind here. And again, there's not a science to this. This is just getting a little bit on there. Now you're going to go back over it. Make sure you clean your brush off good. You don't want any of the other colors coming back on it. Flatten that brush again. And start the dabbing. So like I said, you don't have to use any particular colors on this. Your color scheme is going to be whatever you want it to be. I am just loosely following this one because, you know, that's just my choice. But like I said earlier, my all-time favorite was in silvers and gray, and I do love it in the pinks as well. All right, so I'm going to start going inside here. Well, that's not ready yet, so I'm going to wait. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start on this next one here. A little bit of white. I'll mix it in so that it's lighter. And pretty much want to wipe it off there. And so that you have a little bit of glow around it. There you go. A little bit more white. Okay, a little bit of blue on there, so let me wipe that off. Go around this one. Okay, we're going to let that one dry because it's still pretty wet. We'll go ahead and start on the dabbing around these. And again, please tag me if you try this one. I'd love to see it. There's so many beautiful variations of this out there that it's always interesting to see. I have seen one young man did it with newspaper clippings. Oh, that was cool. Very original. Never seen anything like it. So you just want to continue with, you know, dabbing around the X, just make the little dots and the dashes. You don't want them too perfect, so just, you know, relax a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and try inside this one again. Okay, and let me go ahead and get my moon inside there. So I'm going to go with this big C. Okay, trying to rush that a little bit too much for time's sake. It's not ready. So I'm going to just cover that back up for now. It is not ready. I'm just making a big soupy mess on that, so we'll go. All right, this one down here looks like she's ready, so we're going to go ahead and get her going. You just want to drag the color out. And flatten that brush back, go in with the white. Again, if you are one of those who has to have everything perfectly organized, this painting could make you start drinking. It's okay, it's a fun painting to do. There's, hey Hardy, there's nothing on there that has to be perfect because it's not a realistic painting, it's just the portrayal and the illusion that you're looking for. Okay, and again, don't panic at first. It's gonna not look the greatest until you start getting everything on there. Okay, go ahead and work down here. There we go. All right, flatten your brush back out. Now these dashes are going to be what gives it the movement. There was some speculation, little conspiracy theory, that Van Gogh was trying to send signals to people. I don't know about all that, but, you know. If you're looking for it, you can find explanation to anything, however you want it. Okay, let's see. Let's get this one here. Okay, a little bit of yellow in the middle there. A bit more. There we go. All right, we're going to let those sit for a minute. So while we go work on the bottom, we need that to firm up before we can take it any further. Now, right in through here, let's see, here's a good one. We are going to add some darker blues. Okay. And so we're going to go with this real blue, true blue here. And we just kind of put some down in here. And again, this is the view from his psychiatric room. All right, gonna get some of the navy. Okay, and then we need to get just a little bit of it over on this side to create that little peak. And then a little bit of the true blue or the navy to get the other side going here. I'm just going to fill that in. There we go. You definitely want the definition between the two. Where is my black? So I'm going to add a little bit of black on there. Don't need much. So if you're joining late, if you will put supplies down in the comments, I will send you the supply list for Thursday's Love and Bloom painting. I'd love for you to join with me. We are going to paint this, let's see, without getting it in the paint. We're going to paint this floral, and there will be a little surprise with that as well. It's a simple supply list. Everything you need for it, you can get at either Walmart. You can even get it at Lowe's, Target. Yes, Target even carries canvases. I was not aware of that until recently. All right, let's see. And then we're going to put just a little bit down in here. Now there is a village that goes down in here, but we've got to have this little dark spot here. And then there's a little creek that goes right in through here. That's got to dry before we can put anything else on it. So we're going to go ahead and get that built up now. A little black in there for the depth. Okay. So that's it on that blue right now. Now we're going to scoot back around again. And we're going to work on some of these right down through here. We're going to get some dots and some dashes. All right, so we're going to take that white and we're basically just going to make a big mud puddle of blues. Not worried about what color blues, but it is going to be darker than the wind down through there. So we're just going to start with, let me get that, flatten that a little bit. There you go. And it's going to be much easier to fill this in because we already did the background. You're just going to go all the way around. There we go. Okay. Like I said, there's not a exact color for this. You do it the color that you want it. I'll do blues and then I'll come back with a different color blue. Flatten that out. Now, if you're looking for an authentic looking Van Gogh, this is not it. This is to get the basic elements, to get you comfortable with not being perfect. And I know for some people that's very, very, very difficult. But this is it's a fun painting. It's especially easy for little guys because there's not really a right or wrong with it. So here we go. We're going to scoot back over here. Oh, let me get my yellow around those stars and the white here. Okay. Go. So you want the definition so that you can tell the difference between where the wind goes through here and where the sky is. We will be putting a lot more on here, but we've got to get, one layer at a time. All right, here we go. Get some more. I hope you'll come back on Thursday and paint with me. It will be an easy painting that, again, there's not a right or wrong. I'll be doing a step-by-step tutorial on it, so I'd love to have you back. All right, I need to get a little bit more white right here, and I'm going to try to get most of this out of my brush because I've got my brush so full it's getting chunky. All right, now going back over this white through the wind. Did not clean my brush, I want those variations of the blue to come out. There we go. Oh, I have a visitor. What you need? Good night. Good night. Hey, don't creep up on me. I don't like that. It makes me feel very uncomfortable. I love you. Make sure your teeth are brushed. Okay. I do not like being startled for any reason at all. It makes me very nervous. And I thought I could hear somebody coming, but you just never know. So, but I did. And my little one was peeking out. All right, more of the white here. All right, I'm going to change brushes because if you can see, I've got so much in there. This is a flat brush, but I've got so much paint in there right now. And for time's sake, I don't want to stop and clean it out. So I'm just gonna grab a different brush if I can see it. There we go. All right, let's get this in here. Anyway, I hope you'll try this painting, but if not, come back Thursday and let's try the next one. All right, here we go. A little bit in there. Now I need to turn this so that I can get over here a little bit better. If you are local and you went to the March Art Walk, let me know what you thought about it. Was it fun? Was it pretty good food down there? I know there's supposed to be a lot of food trucks this week. Okay, let's see. Let's get a little bit more blue in there. Not much, need mostly white. Let's hit this part up here. You know, I wonder with all the modern art tools we have now, what would some of their paintings look like now? Would it have been much easier for them to complete? Or would it be more difficult? I don't know. Makes me curious. Okay, so I'm just adding a few of the longer streaks through here. Here we go. Okay, now up through the top there is some white in here. So I'm going to go ahead and add some of them, but I want to make sure that it doesn't interfere with the flow that is going down there. Because I want to make sure that you can, you know, definitely tell where the wind is blowing and where it isn't. There we go. Let's go back around here. I'm going to pull a little bit of the black over in here just to darken up some of the blue a little bit, because I want this section to be, I want to be able to see the, you know, difference between the wind through here. Definitely want to be able to see the where it stops and go. Oh, and there is another yellow that I did not get. There we go. Let me go ahead and get the white around this. Awesome. I'm hoping somebody will try some other colors and share on here. So I love seeing the different variations. Go around this one a little bit. Get some more white. And this, I need a flat brush. Let me see if one of these liner brushes will work better for me. Oh yeah. Okay. I found my jam now. Now, using a liner brush, it will take considerably longer. So it just depends on how much time you want to devote to this painting. You know, how much you're willing to give up. A little bit of yellow there. There we go. Go back over here, get some of these in here. I wish I would have thought about this liner brush earlier. That would have been really nice. Would have been a much better transition. But that's okay. All right, let's get some of these down in here. Around. Let's see. Oh yeah, I gotta get some up in here. Brush with the blues. Well, maybe. Again, don't forget to let me know if you want the supply list for Thursday. Thursday's painting will be Love in Bloom, or Love Blooms. It is a beautiful painting. Very spring, summery. But it's one you don't want to miss. It's a lot of fun. Pretty simple to do. I'd love to see you on there. All right, so over here I'm going to add some more of the white, but I don't want to differentiate, or I don't want to mix it in with this up here. So I'm going to go ahead and come back with a little bit of the blues on those so that it doesn't get cut out. All right, I need to get some more blue on here. Let's see. A little bit of that one. Now we're just playing roulette with paint tonight. Just whatever color I grab. So here we go. I'm gonna put a little bit of light blue in here. A little bit of the dark blue. A little bit of a mix of the two of them. All right, so I hope that this will be a relaxing thing for you, not stressful. All right, so here we go. Go back this way. Because if it's stressful for you, you don't want to do this. You know, you may want to give it a try or two before you decide that it's too much for you. But I would love to see what you come up with. All right, let's see. a little bit, kind of highlight it. There we go. Now, just kind of go back with it. All right, so this will be the stopping point for the night because we don't want it to get too muddy. Tomorrow night we will come back, we will add all the details to it, and we will finish this up. So again, April 1st, I will be downtown at the Art Walk. Then, well, Thursday, we'll be doing this painting, the Love Blooms. This is a 16 by 20. You don't have to do a 16 by 20. You don't even have to do it on canvas. You can do it on whatever you want. I did it on the back of a chair. I've done it on paper, done it on wood. So wherever you want to put it, that's what you're going to paint on. It doesn't matter. We're using acrylic paints. If you want to try oils, you're welcome to use oils. If you want to try water, use watercolor. That's fine too. And then April 1st, downtown Wichita Falls from 6 to 9 p.m. is the Art Walk. Be on the lookout for a Mother's Day special for your kiddos to make you something really awesome that you're going to act surprised, but even though you paid for them and took them, it's still awesome. Let's see. And then also I have 5 new blacklight art kits that will be on the website very soon. If you didn't see them this last week, we debuted them on Thursday or Friday. It was Friday. It was the 19th. We debuted the art kits. They are awesome. 2 people will be getting the free black lights, the little blacklight flashlights. And then I have 5 of the blacklight pens that'll go in some of the art kits as well. The flashlights, those will be going out to people who share the page, and all those people will go into a drawing, and then we'll pick the 2 people and we'll let everybody know. The blacklight pens are going to go randomly in art kits. Art kits are going out every day. Doesn't matter, I don't send them out on a particular day anymore. And we have 6 new art kits this month. 5 of them are the blacklight. Then we'll have another one, Easter one that came out. So be watching for those and come back tomorrow night and let's finish this painting up. Y'all have a great night and let me know in the comments below if you want the supply list, and then we'll see you back. All right, y'all have a great night.